I am Ethel Pérez Ramírez from Escuela Superior Huejutla. We will go through types of questions in the reading section of the TOEFL IBT. This presentation is part of the course TOEFL IBT Preparation course. This is part 3, and it presents a general view of the different types of questions you might encounter in the reading section of the exam. So we will go through the types of questions and some examples. Most of the questions in the reading section are multiple choice questions. There are 8 main types and 2 special types of questions. The first type is factual questions or detailed questions. They ask you to locate and identify specific information in the passage. Some examples are, according to the information in paragraph A, where did? According to the passage, why did? Which of the following is true according to the author? There might be 7 to 10 questions of this type in the test. Negative factual questions. These ask which of the answer choices is not true according to the information in the passage or is not mentioned in the passage. For example, according to information in paragraph A, which of the following is not? The author mentions all of the following in the passage except. You can find 1 to 4 questions of this type in the test. Vocabulary questions. They ask you to identify the meaning of a word or phrase used in the passage. For example, the word a in the passage is closest in meaning to. There might be 6 to 10 questions of this type in the test. Inference questions. They ask you to draw conclusions based on information in the passage. For example, from the information in paragraph A, it can be inferred that in paragraph A, the author suggests that there are only 3 to 6 questions of this type in the test. Questions about the author's purpose. They ask you why the author uses a certain word, detail, or example in the passage. For example, why does the author mention A in paragraph B? Why does the author give details about C? There might be 2 to 3 questions of this type in the test. Questions about the author's methods. They ask you to describe how the author explains or accomplishes something in the passage. For example, how does the author explain the concept of A in paragraph B? There are only 2 to 3 questions of this type in the test. Questions about the author's attitude. They ask you how the author feels about a certain issue, idea, or person that is mentioned in the passage. For example, what is the author's opinion of A? Which of the following most accurately reflects the author's opinion of B? You can find 1 to 2 questions of this type in the test. Sentence restatement or simplification questions. You will have to restate or summarize the information in a sentence from the passage. For example, which of the following sentences best expresses the essential information in the sentence below? Incorrect answer choices omit important information or change the meaning of the original sentence in an important way. You have to remember that. There might be 2 to 3 questions of this type in the test. And finally, reference questions. This asks what word or pronoun or other reference word refers to. For example, the word A in the passage refers to. You can find 3 to 2 to 4 questions of this type in the test. Corrijo. There might be 3 to 4 questions of this type in the test. Finally, the last 2 questions of each set of questions have special directions. Sentence addition questions or complete a summary and complete a chart questions. The second to last question in each set will generally be a sentence addition question. So there is a sentence that is not in the passage, and you will have to put it into the passage. You do that by clicking on one of the 4 black squares that appear between sentences in the paragraph to put a new sentence into its correct place. The last question in each set will be of this type. Complete the summary questions are worth 2 points. You will have 6 answer choices and choose 3 to create a summary. Complete the chart questions are worth 3 or 4 points. You will see a number of answer choices and put them into the right category in a chart. Thank you.
Este video es presentado por el Sistema Ciencia Garza Educativa de la Universidad Autónoma del Estado de Hidalgo.
Hello.